All right, so we're going to talk MOOCs as it relates to training strategy. And before I get into it, can you just let us know what MOOCs means? I mean, it sounds a little bit goofy, but I know there's real relevance to that term. So
yeah, so MOOCs are massive open online courses. We're talking about lynda.com, we're talking about Udemy, we're talking about Coursera and the likes of them.
Sure.
Pluralsight is another one that's out there.
Which we all use.
Which we all use, right? When you start talking about your training strategy, and when you're catering to a global audience, you start thinking about how you're going to scale, right? How you're going to make your training available, and then how you're going to track it and have all those people come to your training. How are you going to get the benefit of that audience base that's out there? And when you start thinking about that, there are already these MOOC platforms that are available. And that's how they fit into your training strategy. So if you have a global audience that you need to reach out, do you need to create an infrastructure from scratch?
Sure.
No, it already exists. Why not leverage it, right?
Yep.
MOOCs, as traditionally as they exist, they have a lot of subscription base as well. So you can leverage it.
Right.
So if your training strategy is based on, has some impact of demand gen into the goals, then that entire audience base for the MOOCs becomes your audience as well. And there's an opportunity to harvest that audience base, if you will.
Sure. So we're not recreating the wheel here.
No.
We're basically leveraging a platform which we're already familiar with to create some really robust training for the strategy behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then look at it from a customer perspective as well. People who are coming in, you're not teaching them how to use a new platform, a training platform. You're not reinventing the wheel for them either. They come into a platform that they already know how to use. They've already been taking courses on these MOOCs. They know how the structure of the course is and how it progresses. All you're teaching them is new content, but on the same platform.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for clarifying that up. MOOC is not a crazy term. It's actually a real live term that we can use for training. So
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.